morning. It's just after 6 and my host from last night, Sherry, has dropped me off at the Sunrise Trailhead. So today I'm going to walk from Sunrise down to Scissors Crossing. It should be about another 18 miles. Excuse me, I've got tears running from the wind. It's a beautiful morning. It's probably mid-50s, so it's not cold, just windy. And I get to walk into the sun, so I get to see the sunrise. It should be a really good day. So that was one of the kids that I talked to yesterday at the Trail Magic that Bad Santa gave. He slept here at the Sunrise Trailhead, and I just bumped into him at the water cache. He cowboy camped last night, which means sleeping on the ground without a tent. And he said it was a good night, windy, really windy, which is what I experienced. I had tried out my new tent at Sherry's last night. The darn thing was so crinkly and so noisy that after about 3 hours of not being able to sleep, I took it down and slept in the backseat of my car. So I haven't had a lot of sleep, but I feel okay. The sunrise. Great. There's someone that's getting ready to go. Somebody else. So last night, as I was saying, was a very interrupted sleep. I don't think I slept much. And during the night, my legs were sore, and my butt was sore, and my feet were sore, and kept tossing and turning, trying to find a comfortable position. I thought, oh, there's no way I can hike today. Woke up. I feel fine. I'm hiking. I feel great. So I have no worries about today's hike so far. And I hope it stays that way. There's the sun. Happy Easter. Most of the trails are made up of all these small and medium-sized rocks, these ankle twisters, so it's a bit slow going at times. I've gone almost 4 miles and, sorry, flowers. Poppy of some kind. Going down, and it's so green here. Lovely green bushes. I haven't looked ahead, so I don't know what to expect for today, other than the distance of 18 odd miles. But this is gorgeous. Came down somewhere in that hill, quite a long downhill. Now I've been coming up this semi-steep fire road for about, I don't know, half a mile or so. And I think I'm just about to join the PCT again. I get a little inspiration inspirational sign in the dirt. You got this. So I should be at PCT mile 64, which is 5 miles Allison. The wind's gusting, so I've had to lasso the back of my hat to my pack in case it blows off. The trail is nicely groomed, more or less. It's pleasant to walk on. I'm just going to turn the camera around so you can see what I'm talking about. The bushes and the flowers. With fantastic views. You can see over in the distance where the trail came down. The sun is just about to come over the hill here, but the trail is in the shade, going up that way alongside the hill. So I'm going to continue to hike as long as I can in the shade, and I'll stop for breakfast. It's about almost 6 miles in, and if I stop at mile 6, and then 11, and then 15, hopefully that will be a nice way to pace my 18-mile day. Hi, I found my rock and I'm having my breakfast, or actually second breakfast. It's a kind orange cranberry granola bar, and first breakfast was in the car on the way up. I had a coffee and instant breakfast cold shake, well, room temperature shake. And I've gone 6.72 miles, so I should be at PCT mile 65 3/4. So hopefully I shouldn't have to hike too much in the heat today, and maybe finish 2 in the afternoon, 2 or 3, depending on how many breaks I take. You can see behind me the trail I just came down. Had my rest stop down the corner, and now I'm continuing on. My first snake. The end just keeps on coming. I can't see the end of it. I saw the mouth. It's kind of finding its way through the grass. Come on, snake. I don't know my snakes. I don't think it's dangerous, but I'm in no hurry. And as it's moving, I'm just going to stand here and wait and let it go. I don't like snakes, by the way. And I've only seen, I think, 3 in all the years. Oh no, maybe about 5 in all the years hiking here. Come on, snake. Keep going. I think they're slower in the morning when they're cold. Where I went now. Okay, he's off trail. Phew! On I go. Yesterday had some amazing long distant views, but today I think is my favorite of the two. It's just more green, it's peaceful. Yesterday was, speaking of green, there's so many people on the trail yesterday. I've seen just that one person at the very beginning and those 2 campers. And so far I've had the trail to myself, which is lovely. Desert down there. I wonder if that's where I'm going today. So I have been descending the last mile or mile and a half, getting towards the drier, flatter area. It's warming up. I'm not sure if that's because of the elevation change or just because it's getting later in the morning. The wind's still up, so it's keeping me nice and cool. Happy Easter, Mom. Here's some flowers for you. Those are some of the boys from yesterday that I had met at the Trail Magic from Bad Santa. And that was one of the water sources. It looks like they're having a bit of a shower, a little bird bath. And the one guy in the back, I'm not sure if you could glimpse him. I kind of stopped the video right then, but he was filtering his water. It is 9.4 miles on my watch, so that's about 68 and a half, 69 on the PCT mileage chart. And it's been a great hike, as I keep saying, full of blooming bushes and wildflowers, views, and it's just been wonderful. I'm looking ahead at the trail, and I really hope this comes through in the video. But you can see the trail here, and then it continues on and all the way across, and all the way across to there. And then I'd lost sight of it over that little saddle. The views just open up down into, this is a different valley, I think, than the one I saw before. There's not much of a trail here. A horse has gone through, and you can see how its hoofs are right on the edge of quite a steep slope. It's narrow and eroded, and the bushes are overgrown, so one has to take care on this section. I've reached that saddle, and it kind of levels off here for a bit, and it scoots around the side of that hill there, and I have no idea where it goes after that. I found a perfect little lunch spot hidden here under the shade of a bush. I have a nice rock behind me for resting my back on. I've got my feet up on my pack, shoes off, and a lovely view to look at. Hi. So I just left my lunch spot. I had a good half an hour break. It's time to get moving before I stiffen up too much. It was fun to see those hikers pass me by. Only one or two noticed me hidden away there underneath the bushes. It's starting to cloud up, which is a good thing. It will keep the temperatures down. As I showed you on that map, at some point, I guess not now, because there's hills ahead of me, but at some point we'll be descending down to the flat area. I think it's about a 400 or 500 foot descent, and then a straight shot out to Scissors Crossing. Higher up. Well, it's not all downhill to Scissors. I'm making us work for it. Not really a steep incline, but there's an incline, and unfortunately the wind's at my back, so it's not as cooling as I hoped it would be. So every now and again, I just turn around and let it air dry me. Just got passed by two of the boys. A couple more behind me. Nice little cabin. And other water cistern. Obviously, I'm no good at reading online maps because there's still a lot more uphill. It's all downhill from here. This is ankle-busting terrain. When I was looking at that map online, I was envisioning this flat part as being really sandy and dusty and barren. But there's grass, lots of beautiful yellow wildflowers, bushes. And a nice cool breeze is blowing. So it's not unpleasant. A carpet of golden flowers. So this is Scissors Crossing. 18, I think, 0.4 miles. I'll double check. taking. Looks like there's trail magic.